Okay, so I'm going to carry on doing reply videos to whatever dating podcast. I'm going to focus on the shorts. I'm not sure I can stomach their tradcon delusion and their cope over a long amount of time. So the idea that men are leaders has to be thrown into the trash. It's complete delusion. If you believe that men are leaders in relationships with women, you are a mental defect. You either know better or you're lying, or you do not understand observable, objective reality, right? A mental defect is someone who doesn't understand basic cause and effect, right? So, and I'll get into comments as well, because there's people talking about this feminist in the video, like she's the most ugly woman to ever exist, which is complete bullshit. She's actually decent looking in my eyes. But anyway, let's get on with it.
But what's funny is, forget the who should pay shit. That's kind of small.
Yeah.
No, it's not small. It's a core issue of gender dynamics. Who should pay? Men pay. Men pay women to be with them, to win the company over.
You said that you want a man to be a leader, right? But you don't want a man to be head of household.
Right, so when women talk about men being leaders, it's a euphemism, right? You don't validate their false language. You reject it out of hand. Women do not want leaders. If a man is paying for the woman and pandering to her, he's not a leader. If the woman has more legal rights in a relationship, he's not the leader, right? If I'm toiling the field for my feudal overlord, right, and growing him crops and paying him tribute, I'm not the leader, right? He's the leader. I'm the slave boy, right? The same principle applies to relationships. Okay, there's a feudal relationship between men and women are the leaders. It's women who are the leaders.
That's a big deal to me.
Okay.
You want a man to lead, but you don't want to be a follower. Is that correct?
Okay, so you just pointed out the contradiction, right? And women are not followers, right? Women determine the conditions of the family unit. They can determine the conditions of the relationship. Okay, women are in charge of men. Period. They're in charge. Men are submissive to women. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I gotta send the asteroid on that one. Holy shit. Women want men and are attracted to men who are leaders and who are masculine and who are dominant.
No, they're not. They're not. Women don't go for dominant masculine men. Like Will Smith, right? He's tall. He's good looking, especially for his age. He's athletic, right? He bullied 5'8" Chris Rock. So that probably turns the women on even more, right? But at the end of the day, he's still a bitch boy to his wife, an emotionally invalidating, emotionally starving wife who brags about sleeping around. And this is a Will Smith who could probably get loads of groupies if he wanted to, right? Men are submissive to women. Period. It's just the way things are.
Like on a biological...
And by the way, men who get groupies are actually, and who have status, are actually getting attacked. They're trying to shift the narrative. That's why they're trying to say Leonardo DiCaprio, who's 50, banging 25-year-old models is problematic and it's grooming and it's on par with paedophilia. The reason why they're saying that is because they want to take that option away from high-status men. Right? Okay.
and attraction level, I would say most women want men to be leaders.
No. If women were attracted to men who are leaders, women would be submissive to men, and women are not. Women are dominant in the relationship. Okay? Women are attracted to high-status men who boss about and lead other men, but they're not leaders of the women. People are conflating the status of the man. Oh, he's a high-status man, therefore he must be in charge of the relationship. That's complete fucking nonsense. He's a high-status man who's in charge of other men and gaining money and status and prestige, but he's the bitch. He's the bottom in the relationship. It's the woman who's in charge. Right?
Pay for the first date, take initiative, make the first move.
That's not being the leader. Paying for the date is not being the leader. Right? Okay? Okay? Like, you get cases like, you get the geeky guy who wants to hang around with the jocks and pretend he's one of the jocks, so he's paying for stuff all the time to hang around them. That geeky guy who's paying to hang around the jocks, who's a jock sniffer, to use that phrase, right? Jockstrap sniffer, yeah. Okay, who worships so-called more masculine men. He's not a leader, is he? He's a follower. He's a slave. He's a bitch boy. The same applies to relationships.
Do all these things, right? But you also simultaneously want men to be leaders, but you don't want to be followers.
Now, women are not, stop using that term, women are not followers in relationships. It's not an expectation you should have anyway, but it's a delusional, unattainable one as well. Okay? Okay? It's delusional. It's not happening. Yeah? If women were followers, this podcast would not exist. This dating podcast would not exist. It would be full of thirsty, desperate men who are coping and in denial. Right? Women are not followers.
You cannot be a leader.
she's going, Like, women, people act like the women are getting owned in these videos. They're not. Right? Our social betters, women, are not getting owned by us. They don't give a fuck what we think. We're not owning them. They don't care. These women, right, men are interchangeable to them, okay? They're like a corporation. You can hire as many workers as they want and fire as many as they want, right? It's just like that.
With a mutinous non-follower, I cannot lead somebody that's not prepared to follow me.
Mental defect. You're not leading women, you mental defect. If you believe this, you are a mental defect, or you don't believe it, you're a liar, right? But let's assume you believe what you're saying. How the fuck is the woman following you, right? You mental defect, yeah? When she has more legal rights in the relationship, and you're pandering to her. You're paying her to be with you. You're taking on the provider gender role, and you probably just want a housewife, so she's probably just lazing around doing nothing. You're not the leader. You're the slave bitch boy. Stop selling this ego defense, ego wank, cope.
But what's funny is,
Okay, so let's look at the fucking comments. Women these days are children. That's why women are in charge of men then, and men are bitch boys to them. You see, that's a big red flag, calling women children. It's delusional. She wants her king, Burger King. Okay, let's look.
forget the who should pay
Right,
shit. That's kind of
let's
small.
look. Let's have a look at her.
The deal to me,
She's gonna get
you wanna
that
be a
right.
follower. Is that
Okay.
you
Right, she's not great looking, right? Okay, but she looks firm. She's got smooth skin. She looks like she's in her late 30s, early 40s. Her face is not great, but she's got long hair. Looks healthy. Okay. You really can't be picky when you're a free, right? Bingo. Okay, if they can't be picky when they're a so-called free, how comes they get men all the time? How comes ladies get men? How comes hepatitis C drug addicts get men with jobs? Yeah? Usually the frees demand a lot. You're being generous with a free. Okay. She's a 5. Okay. So her face is a bit not great, but she's got smooth skin, she's got big boobs, and she's already got big ass. And she looks like a firm fatty. She looks like a firm fatty, so it'd be nice to be up against. Right? Okay? And when you're hooking up with a woman who looks like this, you'll just you'll stop noticing her less attractive features, right? Okay, she'll still be a good lay in bed. Anyone who claims otherwise has never been with a woman. I'm sorry, right? There's a lot of men. I don't want to shame them, but they've never been with a woman, or they've had very low experience. You can't really be picky when you're with a free. Yes, you can. This woman can settle for whatever she wants. Like, if she can do without, she can be picky. You're being generous with a free. A free, I call a woman like that a negative. Doesn't matter if it's negative 1 or 0. Negative 10. She's less than a 0. Okay, delusional. Delusional. Right? Yeah? Homas explained very well. The frees have been lied to and they truly believe they're a catch. No, they're not delusional. They know they're a catch. There's men begging to be with them, therefore they're a catch. You're delusional. They haven't been lied to. They understand socially their worth, right? They've got more social intelligence. They've got stronger social instincts than you do, a clueless male, right? Okay. And again, it's like a woman being lied to narrative. Oh yeah, they're entitled, sport attitude. It's because they've been lied to and tricked. You can't just say, oh, they're just innately selfish and delusional. Or, well, they're not delusional in this case, but you can't just say, oh, they're innately fussy and selfish, yeah? Exactly, it's the Blair-looking ones that always got to attack someone first. They really hate themselves and play it like it's everyone else. This woman does not hate herself, right? She does not hate herself. She loves herself. She likes herself, right? Okay? Okay. And she's actually a 5. I know it's a shocker to people, right? You've got because of her face, but she's a 5. In all realistic terms, she's a 5. And also, the scale doesn't really matter. 5s and 1s and 0s can get men almost as well as a 10, right? So it's like they can get like 90% of men, and the 10s 0s, and the 10s can get like 100%. Okay, what's the difference? What's the difference? But in her eyes, she's a 10. Yeah, she's a 10. She can land. I've seen women like this land good-looking men, right? She's posing. I don't. If she's a feminist, she's posing as a trad feminist. She's dressing in a traditional manner, dressing relatively modestly in a sort of semi-traditional looking dress, right? Okay. She's grown her hair out long. She hasn't cut it short to drive men away. Okay. She can attract someone. Yeah. Bro, 1.5 at best, and I'm pushing it. You call that a 3, really? Okay. Yes, she can, but she doesn't choose cats. Cats choose her. Like you got to be a mental defect to be this delusional. There's no such thing as cat ladies, right? Women who have cats by choice. Yeah. Right. Men do not lead in. Yeah, relationships. Cope and delusion. There you go. So yeah, men are on another planet when it comes to other women. Like they're in such denial, they're in such cope, right? That understanding reality is out of whack. And look, and I'll be honest, I'll shag this woman if I had a chance, right? Okay, and I've been with far better looking women than her, okay, and it's interchangeable. Honestly, like I'd bang the really attractive Asian chick I was with, right? And next week I'd meet up with her and I'd bang her and I'd be happy with it. But yeah, right? She's not the best looking woman in the world, right? But if she's got the pheromones, she smells nice, right? If her body isn't too horrible, I can't tell by her body. Even though her body, look, even though her body's horrible, I'll still bang her. Let's be real. If she's got the pheromones, I'm gonna get an erection and I'm gonna bang her. Yeah, and that's like 99% of men. 99% of men. Yeah, that's the objective fucking truth. So don't go, oh, she's a 3, she's a 1, she's a -10. It's just fucking, you look stupid doing it. You look fucking stupid. Yeah?
Seen it?
Okay, over and fucking out. Talked about this.
Forget